Hello everybody, what's here to you, and welcome to the finale of the 12 Days of Gaming 2018. In today's video, we'll be playing through The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. What a relief. I thought you'd never wake up. You were tossing and turning... What? Zelda? No, my name's Marin. You must still be feeling a little woozy. You are on Colent Island. Follow the lane south to reach the beach where I found you. Since you washed ashore, lots of nasty monsters have been in the area, so be careful, okay? Hey, what are you doing in my dress? Where'd you learn to do such a thing? Whoa, boy, where are you off to in such a hurry? Set a spell, I got something to tell ya. Well, Link, you finally snapped out of it. Name's Terran. Hope you're feeling better. What? I don't know your name. No, you think it's weird, eh? Well, I saw it on the back of this shield. You got your shield back. Press the button and repel enemies with it. Alright, so Link's Awakening is a very special game to me. This was my first game that I really played, and it's what got me interested in video gaming in general, so this remained my favorite game for the longest time, before the days of Earthbound. And I just have a lot to think about this game, so this is the reason why I decided to play Link's Awakening for the last day of the 12 Days of Gaming 2018. That being said, though, I have already done a Let's Play of this game, and it wasn't that good. It was a long time ago, my commentary wasn't that great, most of it was done in post-commentary, and I did it mostly with the camera. So I'd love to have an excuse to go back and replay Link's Awakening. So if that's something you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get our sword that's apparently made out of glass because we can see the ocean behind it. Hoot. So you are the lad who owns the sword. Now I understand why the monsters are starting to act so violently. A courageous lad has come to wake the windfish. It is said that they cannot leave the island unless you wake the windfish. You should go to north to the mysterious forest. I will wait for you there, Hoot. Oh my god, so much nostalgia. I always get chills during this part because of all the memories and all that good stuff. I love this game. Alright, so while we go through this area, I want to explain a little bit more about what this game is actually like. This game, you may not realize it by looking at it, but Link's Awakening did a huge part in inspiring many ideas that eventually go on to be used in Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. We won't really see a whole lot of examples this time around, but one example that we did just see was the owl. This was the owl's first appearance in a Zelda game, if I remember correctly, and it would go on to appear in Link's Awakening, so that's going to be pretty neat. Hey man, when you want to save, just press all the buttons at once. Don't ask me what that means, I'm just a kid. I love this game. So, yeah, we're gonna go over here, and one thing that I'd really love to see is, I would love to see a remake of this game at some point. There were a lot of rumors about it happening for the 3DS. I'm not entirely sure that's going to happen, because the 3DS already has this game on the Virtual Console, so there's really no point. But I would really love to see how this game would look if they did a remake of it. Like, if they did, even if they did like something like a Nintendo Switch HD remake or something like that, that would be so amazing. Hoot, oh boy, lad, on your quest to wake the dreamer. Welcome to the mysterious wood. Much of the mystery you will find on this uncharted Colent Island. I'm afraid you may find it a trifle difficult to leave the island while the windfish snaps. By the by, have you ever visited the Tail Cave, which is south of the village? Go there with the key you find in this forest. The windfish is watching. He's watching me. Show yourself! Come on, face me like a man! Alright, so we're going to be going over here, and we have some moblins we can go face. So this could be pretty neat. I do apologize if I keep turning my 3DS audio up and down. If you saw the Pokemon X 12 Days of Gaming video, then you may know that I don't know where my audio cable is. So that's going to be pretty fun. Except not pretty fun, because that means that the audio quality isn't as good as it could be.
As a keen, my nose is very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder.
You're gonna be lost thanks to me. I'm lost. I need an adult. I want my mommy. Alright, so the moblins, they take 2 things of damage, and those Zold enemies, I thought for the longest time were Choo-Choos, but no, they're actually Zolds. Those enemies, they also take 2 things of damage, but they'll split into smaller versions of themselves when you defeat them, so you want to be very careful. We go over here, and there's some Keith enemies we can go fight as well. We're just gonna destroy them all right now, because I feel like I'm not even gonna pick up the Ruby, because I'm evil. Me saying Ruby reminded me of the Rooster Teeth show. I need to catch up on Season 6. That's not important right now. What is important right now is that we're going to go over here, and it's a mushroom. Beware the forest mushrooms. Sorry, I just really like Mario RPG. Unfortunately, we will not be able to pick up that heart container for a very long time, and I'm saying that as if this is a Let's Play, and we're going to be doing a future episode, but nah, this is just me casually playing through one of the greatest games ever. Again, I always loved Link's scream when he falls off a cliff or something like that. I don't know why, it's just so cute. Alright, something that kind of bothers me is, nothing to do with this game, but with the other Game Boy Zelda games. I fell again. In The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Ages, they changed the direction that Link does a spin attack. He does it, which way is it? Counterclockwise here, but he does it clockwise in the Oracle games, and that always bothers me. Alright then, we're going to ignore that thingy because I don't feel like picking it up. But, what we can do, we can go this way. Something kind of funny is that, I don't know if this will ever happen, but whenever James and I go over plans for the game channel. I picked up the Guardian Acorn again. Whenever we talk about plans for the game channel, I always want to do Link's Awakening verses, but we both also agree that that I'd be kind of overpowered in that series because I've played this game so many times. So unfortunately, that probably won't happen. And something kind of funny about those enemies right there, we'll see in a moment. So I don't know why I brought it up right now. And I can't edit that out because I'm recording my commentary at the same time as my audio. I read for recording limitations. It has a sleepy toast to it, so we'll mix it up something in a jiffy, we will. I love that the music speeds up in that area. It's all red. The rat is in her face. That's just rude. Might try a bit in my hat. You've got some magic powder. Try sprinkling on a variety of things. A variety of things. You're welcome. Alright, so this is going to be very hard to do, so use the magic powder on the guy, and you can actually talk to them. Hi, man. In the German version of Link's Awakening, that guy is a pervert. I won't say what he says right now. Look it up on your own time, but be careful if you're younger. If you're old like me, then you're probably old enough to not be offended by that kind of stuff. But if you're a younger viewer, just viewer discretion, whatever that means. I don't actually know what that means. But we have a raccoon over here, and he said that his nose was sensitive, so achoo! The last thing I can remember was biting into a big juicy toadstool. Then I had the darndest dream I was a raccoon. Yeah, it sounds strange, but sure was fun. Good old Mario Brothers 3 references. I'm all tuckered out. I think I better set a spell before I head home. You've got the tail key. Now you can open the tail cave gate. Hoot, take the key and go to the tail cave. Retrieve the instrument that is hidden there. Go now, the Windfish is waiting. Alright, so we're to go over there, and I think we may take care of the tail cave in this video. We're only 10 minutes into this episode, so we could probably go on for a little bit longer. If this was a Let's Play, then I would probably call it quits at this point and save the tail cave for another moment. But we're not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to be doing something else. Before we do anything, let's probably see if we can first. Alright, for this thing that I'm going to be showing you to work, What you want to do is that you want to try and defeat a couple enemies on the overworld, so that you can get different results. If you try doing this without defeating enemies, then all it's going to do is respawn you pretty far up the map, near the second dungeon. So you definitely want to take out a couple enemies before trying this, and also you definitely want to save your game or set a restore point before trying this as well, so that you can easily escape. If you're playing on the Game Boy cartridge, you're kind of out of luck and you may actually end up ruining your game, so be careful if you're playing on an original cartridge. But, what we can do, go inside the doghouse, and boom! Welcome to the Scary Demon Dungeon. This is a very well-known glitch in Link's Awakening. Oh my god! Ah! Okay, we spawned a boss fight right there, and I was actually kind of scared. This is basically a glitched up version of the game's Underworld. Basically, how 2D games like this worked is that there would be two overworlds, one for the above ground areas and one for everything underneath the ground and stuff like that. So everything you're seeing here is like a glitched up version of... This place is really scary. You're seeing all the glitch. You're going to see like a huge glitchy version. You'll make everything around you feel more alive. Hello? So this is basically a glitched up version of the game's Underworld, where all the dungeons and caves are spawned and stuff like that. And we're dead. Wow. We died in the Scary Demon Dungeon. Oh, Terran's right here. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep now. That's probably a good idea. I do plan on making a separate video going more in detail about the Scary Demon Dungeon. I'm probably gonna... I haven't decided if I'm going to do this in a proper video or in a live stream or something like that. But what I do know we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over here and taking care of our first dungeon. So let's take care of these Octoroks over here. And continue on our merry way through our path of glory. Yay! If they do remake this game, I really hope they keep that glitch in there. Because there's something more satisfying than playing an original game and finding an amazing glitch like that. And then finding out that they kept it in the remake. It's kind of like how, with Ocarina of Time, they kept all those glitches in there as well. We're going to destroy those guys and pick up a key. I'm going to try to go through here as quickly as possible because I don't want to take too much time. Because these videos do take a long time to upload. You've got the compass, and now you can see where the chests and nightmare are hidden. This compass has a new feature, a tone to tell you if a key is hidden in the room when you enter. So if you didn't defeat those enemies, then a tone would have appeared right here. We're dead already. Do we still get the key? Okay, we do. If there was any other playthrough, then I would have reset everything right here. Because Link's Awakening has a widely well-known secret ending for if you beat the entire game without dying. So that's going to be pretty neat. I don't particularly care either way this time around because I'm going to be deleting this save file shortly after we're done recording anyway, so it's not going to really matter that much. But something that is pretty cool is the fact that if you're a fan of Super Mario Maker, this may seem familiar to my longtime viewers because I made a level based off this dungeon in Super Mario Maker. I'm not entirely sure if it's still available because I know Mario Maker has a bit of a tendency of deleting old levels. But I will have a card on the corner of the screen taking you to a video demonstrating what the level was like. And if it's still available, the code for the level is still there, so you can check it out if you want. But without further ado, and after that self-advertising thingy, I'm sure I won't do that too much, we'll be going over here and taking care of these enemies. I still think those enemies... I know I said this during my original Let's Play, but these enemies look like waffles. Pancake Armorman's normal to Nemesis. Okay, we're going to want a shield for this. Whenever I think shield, I think Wonder Woman now. That's not a bad thing. Wonder Woman is an awesome movie. Hey! Go away. Whew, that was a scary experience. Fun fact: these statues right here. Later in the dungeon, there is an Albeak that we need to find so we can talk to them. But in the original version, because believe it or not, the version we're playing is the remake. In the original black and white version of Link's Awakening, that was a stone tablet that was missing a piece. Not entirely sure why they changed that, but it's something that's pretty well worth mentioning, and now we have the Roc's Feather. Why this isn't Link's Recovery in Super Smash Bros., I don't know. But, anyway, we can go over here, and now we can jump. Oh my god, we can jump in a Zelda game. This game was Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild was Breath of the Wild. Fun fact, if you go over here and stomp on these Goombas, they will always drop a heart if you stomp them, so that's pretty neat. And something else that's pretty neat about that is the fact that this game has bottomless pits. This game has references to other Nintendo properties. So that's something that's pretty neat. And the reason why that happened was because this game, the development of this game was treated more as a kind of like a after-school project, if you will, for the developers. They didn't have any funding or anything like that for this game when they first started it. So that's why they were able to hide a lot of references. But when they eventually did greenlight the game and give the team funding and stuff like that, they just kept the references and things like that. So that's something that's pretty neat. I actually don't know if they didn't have funding or not. I just kind of said that because it flowed with how my sentence was working. But whatever. So we can go over here now, and you've got the Nightmare's Key. Now you can open the door to the Nightmare's Lair. There's a lot of Zelda games that go back and forth between calling the final door key thingy a boss key or big key. But this is the only one that calls it a Nightmare's Key, and I just think that's very interesting, how this is the only one that's ever done that. So, I mean, Breath of the Wild doesn't even have that at all. Instead, it has those terminals they use to activate the Divine Beast and things like that. So that's pretty neat. And what's not pretty neat is the fact that I'm going to be dead soon. Okay, this is a little tricky, because what you want to do is you want to have these guys positioned roughly around the same area. I didn't mean to do that. Wow, this is pathetic. Okay, let's try it again. Alright. You want to have them relatively close to each other. Okay. If you had a long distance weapon, this may be a bit easier, but I don't have one because I'm lame. Yes, we did it. Okay. That's something that can be either really difficult or really easy, or if you're a speedrunner and you can do everything perfectly. If you're a speedrunner, you'll probably skip this part entirely. I don't know. I have a lot of respect for speedrunners. I can never do something like that. This guy right here was... And we're dead again. The Let's Play curse affects me on games I've played a million times before when I'm not even doing a Let's Play. Let's try that again. What I was trying to say was that this guy always looked like a Play-Doh mold or something like that. That's just what I always think when I see him. Either that or like a Jello mold or something like that. I don't know. But what I do know is that this guy is actually kind of adorable. I think we saw this guy a little bit in glitchy form in the Scary Demon Dungeon. But that's not important right now, because what is important is that we're going towards the final level boss area thing. Let's go inside. Bzz, bzz, outsider. Alright, yeah, this game brought back Mordorm, and we already fought on the pit. Thankfully, it's not too bad to go back up there, but if you're wondering where those Scary Demon skeleton thingies came from in the Scary Demon Dungeon, now we know. I don't like that, it's scary. It's pretty morbid, and you get already eaten. We fell down already. I never have this much trouble on freaking Mordorm. Alright. This is you and me. Mano a mano. I still don't know what that means after all this time, and the last time I referenced that was a couple months ago. Okay, let's do this. We're no longer doing the... Yes! I don't know why I had that much trouble on the first boss. But we did it. This is also one of those very rare games, Zelda games, where it's impossible to do a 3-heart run. Swamp, a path opens in the blooms. So I decided to jump cut back to the town because there's a couple cutscenes coming back up here, which will set up story things that we can't resolve in this video. Objectively we could, but I kind of want to end the video soon. But before we do, there's one more person I'd like to talk to. Link, Terran's taking a nap at home. I don't know how he could sleep on such a nice day. It makes me want to sing a song. Yes, the song is Ballad of the Windfish.